Hi, I'm Penny, and this is my guide dog Hannigan. Welcome to yoga. Today we're going to do something slightly different. We are going to add weights to our chair yoga today. Now, I've had a request to add some strength training, but keep it in the yoga context. So let me know what you think about this with a thumbs up or a comment. Keep your comments nice, though. All right. So all the props that you're going to need are, I'm going to use these weights for your ankles or your hands. You can just put them, you can get them on Amazon. These are just a couple of pounds. You can use one or two or three. It's just to add some resistance. Also, we're going to use some lightweight, like 2 to 3, 4 or 5 pounds, depending on what you're comfortable with. You can also grab like 16-ounce water bottles or something like that, or any weights that you're comfortable with using. You don't even have to use any weights at all. So let's go ahead and grab our chairs, come to a comfortable seat, stack our spines, and close your eyes. Put your fingers in Gaya Mudra. Let's go ahead and get centered for our practice. So take a long breath in and a slow breath out. Another long breath in and a slow breath out. Now come to a place in your mind where you can focus on your intention for our practice today. And you can send out a healing thought to somebody in need or even to yourself, whatever you would like your intention to be. I'm going to leave that up to you, yogi's choice. So another long breath in and a slow breath out. And let's go ahead and open our eyes and shake out our hands. So we're actually going to start with our feet today. So the trick to any kind of strength training, whether it's through yoga or just through a regular strength training, is your feet. So we're actually going to start with the feet. So first take your right foot forward and just circle that foot in one direction, in the other direction, and then splay your toes and open and close them. And if your feet start to cramp, just kind of shake them out and do it again, okay? If you're not used to this kind of movement, it might do that. And after you're done, circle those ankles again and then place that foot down. Now go ahead and take your left foot up. Circle your left ankle to one direction, the other direction, open and close your toes, and just kind of like flap your toes, kind of like wave at me. There you go. And open and close some more ankle rolls. So the trick to doing any kind of strength training is to have a good foundation. So next thing we're going to do is straighten your back, and you're just going to bring your knee into your chest and place it down. Bring your knee into your chest and place your foot down. So right and left and right and left. Just warming all of that up. And then you're just going to bring that right leg forward and forward and forward. Just straighten and bend. So straighten that right leg and then bend. Straighten that right leg and bend. And one more time. Just warming up that leg. Now straighten the left leg, bend it again, and straighten and bend. And we're just warming up the quadriceps and bend. And one more time. Straighten and bend. Now sit up as straight as you can. We're going to go ahead and go with our arms. Bring your arms up into the air. Exhale, come forward. You can do kind of a sweep. Leave your head up. Take a breath in. Arms come up. Exhale, you're just going to come forward. Just do this as slowly as you're comfortable. Breathe in, come up. And exhale, just bend forward. Sweeping your hands down to bring your arms up. And exhale, bringing your arms down. Let's go ahead and roll our shoulders, roll them backwards. You might hear some popping in those shoulders. That's okay. And now roll them forwards, just opening up the joints a little bit. Now we're going to bring our arms up and we're going to reach to from the right arm to the left side, left arm to the right, and reach from your waist and reach and reach. And one more time, reach. Bring your arms up, spread your fingers, and bring your arms all the way back down. Let's just go ahead and move our fingers. So you can flap your fingers a little bit and open and close. You can also open and close them as fast as you can just to warm everything up. And now just shake everything off. Take your right arm out, flex your fingers towards your nose, and then go ahead and grab your hand and pull those fingers towards you. So we're stretching out the flexors in the forearm because we are going to be grabbing some weights. We want that to open up that wrist. And now go ahead and drop your fingers down. We're going to extend these these extensors and open up your wrist there. Hold that right arm and just circle the right arm to the right and left. So you're working with the wrist, moving that around a little bit and shake that right arm out. So let's go ahead and do that again. Take your left arm out in front of you, and we're going to go ahead and flex the fingers back towards your nose. So this is actually extension because you're stretching out the flexors, but for today's purposes, we're just opening up the wrist in that left hand. And now we're going to go ahead and point our fingers down to the floor and stretch out these extensors. And now put your hand in a fist and you can hold the arm of the left side and just move that hand right and left and opening up that joint. And then just shake all that out. Okay, so for today's purposes, grab whichever weight you would like and put your weights right beside you. And because we're starting with our feet, we're actually going to start with a classic sit to stand. Now you can use weights or not, and I'm just going to take this light weight and put it in front of my chest. Place your feet on the floor, come to the edge of your chair so you're comfortable. Pull your abdominals in, feet are hip width apart, and we are going to do 30 seconds. So take a breath in and I'll do the counting. You don't have to count for this. It's just going to be sit, stand, and sit, and stand, and sit, and stand, pushing through the floor with your heels. Sit and stand. Sorry, my chair squeaks. And sit, stand, and sit. Just a couple more seconds here and sit. One more time and go ahead and sit down. Go ahead and put your weights down and sit for just a moment on how that feels. We're now actually going to work on the quadriceps, which will help strengthen the knee. So I actually have these, probably remember these if you're my age. We used to put these on our ankles and do weighted like leg lifts and things like that. So that's what we're going to do here. If you have ankle weights, use them. If not, just use them with no weight. That's fine. This just adds a little extra resistance. And these are just a couple of pounds. You can get these on Amazon. And I have some that are a little bit heavier, but I wanted to start out light for everybody with this. Okay. So come to the edge of your chair, pull in your abdominals, and we're going to work with leg extensions, which is really good for the quadriceps. It also is really good for the health of the knee. So go ahead and straighten your right leg. and bring it down and extend. Bring it down. Do this as fast or as slow as you want. You're just going to contract your quadricep muscles, flex that right foot. Just about 10 more seconds on these. You're just strengthening the quadriceps here. And last one, and go ahead and rest that. And now we're going to do the left side. So take a breath in and exhale, and let's go ahead and get started. 30 seconds. So just breathe in, extend, and flex. Extend. You're going to actually flex that left foot as well. This is strengthening the quadriceps and activating the quad muscles. And we had talked about a video, a couple of videos that I made a while ago about nonviolence. So we're going to be gentle with ourselves. A couple more seconds of these extensions. And last one. And let's go ahead and shake that out. So let's go ahead and stand up, and we're going to go to the side of our chair. And if you have your weights in the way, make sure you've moved them out of the way. We're actually going to stand up holding on to our chair, and we're going to do a couple of things. First, we're going to extend backwards to help strengthen the glutes, and then we're going to go to the side to help strengthen the side of the hip. So put your hands on your chair or even a wall for balance. Keep that standing leg slightly bent. Let's go ahead and do the right leg first, and we're just going to go for 30 seconds starting. Pull your abdominals in now and just kick back. 1 and 2. And just breathe normal. 3, I'm flexing my foot on my right side and my standing leg is slightly bent. And squeeze that glute when you come up. Squeeze and then bring it down and squeeze and bring it down. And just a couple more seconds here. And last time. And shake that out. And let's do the other side. So you're going to see the standing leg now. The standing leg is slightly bent, and your toes and your knee are going the same direction, and you're going to be squeezing the left leg now. So keeping that right leg slightly bent, flex that left foot and just go back. And we're going to do this for 30 seconds. So squeeze, release, squeeze, release, squeeze, release, squeeze, release, squeeze, release. Pulling your abdominals in, staying as tall as you can, not locking out that standing leg. We just got like 5 more seconds. And you don't have to be using weights for these. You can get a really hold, and now relax. You can get a really nice glute workout without having to put on real heavy weights. Like I said, these are only a couple of pounds, but you can get them as heavy as you're comfortable with. We're going to do the outside of the hip, firing up glute medius. So you're going to keep that right foot flexed, and we're going to stand on the left, slightly bent on that knee. We're going to use the chair to hold on to and go to the right. So 30 seconds to the right, to the right. Try and lead a little bit with that right heel because that'll help fire up the medial glute just a little bit. And just keep this really gentle. Breathe in and exhale. Breathe in and exhale. Breathe in and exhale. And a couple of more to get this medial glute. There you go. And now I'm actually going to turn towards you, away from you and show you my backside. So hold on to your chair. We're going to start on this left leg. That left heel is going to go out just a little bit. And we're going to start now. So just go ahead and take it out. That right leg that you're standing on is slightly bent and out and out. And make sure that you control it going out and back down and out and back down. A nice squeeze on that hip. Just a couple more like this. And last one, kind of hold and bring that down and go ahead and shake that out. Now, the only thing we haven't worked, the muscle we haven't worked yet is going to be this inner thigh. So I'm going to stand with my back to my chair so you can see what I'm doing. I'm actually going to stand on this left leg and I'm going to bring my right leg across with my foot flexed. So you're going to start standing, abdominals are in, take that right foot forward, kind of point it. And now you're just going to flex that foot and bring that leg towards the outside of your left foot. And just 30 seconds, just firing these adductors. We just did the abductors, the outside of the leg. Now we're doing the inside of the leg. And only go as fast as you can control this movement. Keep going. And these exercises seem really simple, and they are, but they're super effective. 2 more like that. And then place that right foot down. So you're actually going to see me from the side doing the left foot. So your feet are hip distance apart, abdominals are in. You're just going to hold the chair. And you can hold the chair from the front and kick it this way. Let's do it that way so you can see how you can. I'm going to put my hands on the front of the chair and 30 seconds working the inside of the left leg. So start now. So lightly kick, just don't kick the chair, and kick and to the side and side. So you're bringing it right in front of your your right foot, and you're controlling it. So you're working the inside of that left leg. And you notice that one leg may fire better. My right leg fires a little bit better, but that's okay. We're not going to swing, we're going to control. So just a couple more, working that inner thigh on that left side. Now let's go ahead and shake that off. If you've moved your chair, leave it there. Let's go ahead and take the weights off of our ankles. And we're going to go ahead and work. We're going to go ahead and work our back just a little bit and some bicep and tricep. So putting these down, you're welcome to use these. So our next exercise that we're actually going to work on is rows for the back. So leave your chair there, bend a little bit forward, pull your abdominals in. You can stagger your feet just a little bit, and you're just going to row. So we're going to row for 30 seconds, starting here with this right arm. So row like you're starting your lawnmower outside, just row. And I'm not going to count, but you can count if you want to. We're just going to do these for 30 seconds. So I'm letting you go as fast or as slow as you want, but you're going to keep this weight right at the side of your body. Now, rows work the back, but they also get that bicep a little bit, which is really nice. It's a nice compound movement. And go ahead and finish. And let's go ahead and switch sides. So put your right hand on your chair, bend forward, go ahead and stagger your feet. I'm going to put my right foot forward, my left foot back, and we're using the left side for this, and I'm just going to row and keeping that weight close to my body. You don't have to use weight, but you do have to control. And we're just going to do 30 seconds on this side. Pull those abdominals in. Breathe in and just exhale as you need to. And you can use heavier weights or lighter weights as long as you're controlling this row. And that one's for the back. It does get the bicep a little bit. And you're all finished. Let's go ahead and go to moving your chair. And we're going to do some work for your shoulders. So come to the chair, sit on the edge of your chair, pull your abdominals in, and we're actually going to we're going to do a compound movement. We're going to have our weights right beside us, our abdominals in, back is straight. We're just going to curl our arms and push our weights up to the ceiling and back down. And if this hurts to do with weights, then put your weights down. So you're going to curl your arms in and then bring your weights out in front. And I'm actually curling my arms back down. So it's a hammer curl up and then push to the ceiling with your fingers to the front and down. So it's curl and press and slowly back down. Just about 10 more seconds. Try to keep your shoulders anchored for this one. And up. And last one. So it's going to be hammer curl to a press up. And bring that back down. Let's go ahead and shake all that out. Open up your chest. So we only have one more area to work. And that's a little bit harder to work the chest when you're using a chair. What we're going to do here is do some seated flies. So you're going to bring your arms up into the air. You're going to take a breath in and exhale and just close. You can use weights on this or no weights. So breathe in, exhale and close. Shoulders are down, abdominals are in. And we're just going to do about 15 more seconds of this. This will hit your chest, not as much as push-ups will. But anytime you do a chaturanga, that's actually a chest move, and you can always do a chest exercise on the wall, which we can do at another time. And go ahead and place that down. Now go ahead and place your weights down. Roll your shoulders up, back and down. Let's go ahead and loosen up our head just a little bit because that probably added a lot of tension into our neck. And let's go ahead and do some stretches before we finish. So take a breath in, bring your arms up. And as you exhale, leaving your knees hip distance apart, let's go ahead and turn to the right, getting a nice stretch in our back. Now push your right knee against your left hand so you're not caving in. So take a long breath in, a long slow breath out. And one more time, long slow breath in, long slow breath out. Bring your arms back up and come to the front. Breathe in, and as you exhale, right hand on left knee, left hand behind you. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, turn towards the left. This is just going to give you a nice stretch on your back. So take a breath in and exhale. And breathe in again. Exhale, and one last time, take a breath in. Exhale, and then come forward, bringing your arms up and back down. Now we need to go ahead and give a nice stretch to our legs. So one of the things we're going to do here is I'm going to move these weights out of the way. I suggest you do too if they're in your way. We're going to stretch out the front of those hip flexors. So come to the side of your chair. Your right leg is going to be in front. Your left leg is going to be in a crescent lunge position, and then bend that back leg slightly to get the front of that hip. Now you can leave your arms at your waist, or you can bring them up and take them over towards the right, getting a really nice stretch. Holding onto the chair for balance, or go ahead and grab that hand and give it a nice stretch. Opening up the front side of your hip and this whole side of the body. So take a long breath in. Slow breath out, and one more time. Long breath in. Slow breath out. Bring your arms back up. Come down. And while your right leg is still over the top of your chair, let's go ahead and do a couple of side stretches in Warrior Two. So in Warrior Two, you come up into Warrior Two in your chair, and you can look over your right fingers, pressing your left foot down into the floor. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, do your reverse warrior, getting a nice stretch here. Breathe in. And when you exhale, come into a side lunge and take a long breath in, looking up at your fingers, stretching out that left side. So this side angle lunge is supported by the chair, which is really, really nice. Take a long breath in and a slow breath out. Bring your left arm down and come right back into your warrior two. So let's do those stretches on the other side. So come back into the middle of your chair. Take your left leg over your chair, and your right leg is going to be behind you, pressing this side of that right foot down into the floor. And well, no, not the side. We're not going to do that yet. My bad. We're going to do the crescent lunge. So press your toes into the floor, opening up the front of the quadricep, and bend that right leg slightly. Sorry about that. Hands are going to be right on your hips, or you can put the left hand on the chair and the right arm is going to come over. And take a nice long breath in and really stretch out that right side of your body. Long breath in, slow breath out. You can look at your fingers if you'd like. And long breath in, slow breath out. Just getting a really nice stretch to the side, also the front of that hip. Breathe in, and as you exhale, let's go ahead and switch. Now we're going into Warrior Two. So place that right foot down so that the side of the foot is pressing into the floor, and the left leg and the left foot is going to the other side of the mat so that you're opening up this whole side. Bring your arms up into that Warrior Two position. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, do a reverse lunge or a reverse warrior, whichever you want to call it. Take a long breath in and a slow breath out, and let's go into a side angle lunge. So put your left arm on your left leg if you'd like. Bring your right arm over and get a really nice stretch all the way up the right side of the body. And you can look at your fingers if you want in this side angle lunge. So long breath in and long slow breath out. The side angles are really nice, and these chairs are really nice to help support that stretch. Take a long breath in, come back into that Warrior Two, legs down, and let's bring your legs back in and come into a wide-legged pose on your chair. So you're actually going to sit towards the front of your chair, and you're going to open your legs out to the side, and your toes and your knees are going to go about the same direction. Take your right arm, put it on your right leg, and then just do a nice stretch for the right side. Take a long breath in and a slow breath out. Come back up. Let's do the left side, left arm on left leg. Take a breath in, bring that right arm up. Did a really nice stretch to this right side. Breathe in, exhale out, come back up. And let's go ahead and bring our legs in. Figure four with a twist, and then we're almost out of here. So come towards the edge of your chair. Take your right leg, bring that up into your chest, and then cross right leg over left knee. Your foot's kind of out to get this nice figure four stretch. This is actually a figure four pose, and you can stay right here if you'd like. You can also come forward to get a nice stretch in your hip if you feel like you need one. So take a long breath in. Go ahead and flex that right foot. And a slow breath out. Stretching out the outside of the hip, which should feel really good. Breathe in, and as you exhale, go ahead and sit up. And then staying in figure four, put your left hand on your right knee, right arm behind you, and go ahead and do a nice twist. And just take some long breaths here. Long breath in, slow breath out. Take another breath in. And as you exhale, go ahead and turn to the front. Bring that knee back into your chest. Circle those ankles, kind of stomp that out a little bit. Let's do the left side. So left knee, bring that up into your chest and pull that in. Straighten out your back as much as possible. Pull some integrity into your abdominals. And let's take the left leg over the right into this figure four. So you don't really want your ankle over on your leg because that might hurt a little bit. So your ankle bone's just on the outside of that right leg. And you're going to notice you have different range of motion on each side. That's normal. Straighten your back. You can push that right knee down or you can come forward, whatever gives you that really nice stretch. But if you're coming forward, pull your abdominals in just a little bit and don't flop over. We're not doing that kind of yoga today. We're just going to come forward and take some nice breaths here and get a really nice stretch in our lower back. So long breath in, slow breath out. Breathe in and come to a seated position. Put your right hand on your left knee, left hand behind you. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, give that a nice twist. Now, no violence. We're still practicing nonviolence in our practice. So just be gentle and turn to that left side. So long breath in, slow breath out, still flexing that left foot. And one more time in and exhale out and go ahead and bring yourself to the front. Take that left knee up into your chest. Give that a really nice squeeze. I'm going to give you one more option before we go into Shavasana. You can put a chair out in front and come into a child's pose with a chair in front here or a table, or you can just come all the way down, separate your feet as much as you'd like to, and stretch out that low back. So these forward folds are really nice. You can even bring your arms out and kind of do a wide-legged child's pose from the seated position, or you can do a child's pose with your arms on a surface in front of you, whatever feels better. Forward folds aren't good for everybody, but they're really nice if you can do them comfortably. So long breath in, slow breath out. So this time, as you take a breath in, go ahead and push into the floor, come up to sit. I'm going to give you an option for our Shavasana. One of them is to stay on the chair. And if you have a chair in front of you or a desk, just come forward on that. But the other one is to lie down, bring your legs over the chair, which is one of my favorites to do. So if you're comfortable coming to the floor, and I know not everybody is, you're going to put your feet over the top of the chair and you're going to lay down on the floor. And you're welcome to put your arms down on the floor, palms face up, or bring your hands to your abdominals. If your hands on your abdominals, one can be at the higher end of your abdominals above your belly button, the other one can be below. And you can just take some nice breaths in and exhale. Breathing in and exhale. Let all that go. Let all the work go. Let everything that doesn't serve you go. Be kind to yourself. Thank your body for everything that it does for you. One more long breath in and long breath out. Now you are welcome to stay in this Shavasana as long as you'd like. Legs over the chair is a really nice, relaxing inversion. If you have places to go, things to do, you're welcome to join me back on the chair. Just be careful as you roll over to get up. For those of you that are staying on the floor, please stay right there. For those of you that are already in the chair, I'll just meet you right there in just a moment. I am slow, but we're getting there. Okay. So bring your fingers back into Gaya Mudra. Bring your hands into prayer. Thumbs at your forehead to remind you to have warm and loving thoughts. Thumbs to your mouth to remind you to have warm and loving words. And hands to your heart to remind you that you are truly loved. Namaste. Let me know if this content works for you. We can do more of these videos if you'd like. Thank you for participating, and we'll see you again.